Hi everyone, and welcome to our special program for the 2018 43rd National Game Fishing Titles here in Lake Morbe Province. Now the Lake Yacht Club plays host to this year's event, and it's already shaping up to be one to remember. Here's a look at some of the things that have happened during preps and launch night and the first couple of days of the tournament.
4 years ago, when the economy was good, when business was good, we did 400 anglers. So we sort of planned between 250, 300. But after last night's registration and knowing there's people coming today from Moresby, there's people coming during the week as well from POM, and obviously under national anglers, we're probably going to hit 300.
It's lay, so it'll be hot. It's lay, you'll get hot. It's lay, it will rain and you'll get very wet. But it's all worth it. Why? Because it's titles time and you're in lay, the hub of game fishing in Papua New Guinea, and there will be great camaraderie and mates, entertainment, good times, great competition and a million fishy yarns.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The launching has happened. The air, the excitement, it's infectious. Everybody around me is in high spirits. Come tomorrow morning, we're going to be out there on the sea looking for the big catch. Day one of the event had laid turn on its charm for what it's synonymous with: rain. It greeted the early morning revelers but couldn't dampen any spirits though, as 18 boats took to the water, hungry on making it happen. Well, it's raining on the first day. Your thoughts?
It's typical lay. Should be like this for a couple of hours and then fine up and away we go.
Any special highlight that we can look forward to?
No, I think the weather holds, the cyclones stay away out of the Coral Sea. We'll have a great tournament and everyone is pumped and ready to go.
Right, well, day one, it's already raining so early in the morning. Your thoughts for today?
Yeah, I thought rain was good for catching fish, but I don't know nothing.
What about the tournament in general? What are you expecting over the next 9 days?
I think it's going to be a really top tournament. There's you got a lot of anglers, a lot of good boats out there. Hopefully there's a lot of fish out there.
It wasn't long before we had the first hookup for the tournament, and from there on, the hits just kept coming.
Yeah, I think so. There he is! Oh, the big one! Big one! Big one!
Sorry? Give me 3 minutes. It's about 400 metres away. 400 metres, that's all. I like that, Brendan, I like that. But we're not at that point, and because you've got, say, 350 metres of line out, you've got drag on the line as well. Make sure you level wind your mate. Coming up. Target tag. You go forward, please. Forward. That's a good fish. Go forward.
Day one was absolutely fantastic. We had over 18 boats out on the water today. We had 44 captures all up, and half of those were billfish. So we caught 19 billfish all up. 2 of those were weighed. I believe one went 121 kilos, the other one went 109. So absolutely fantastic day one result.
And what a wonderful opportunity it is to actually come to Lay, this beautiful place, and catch an amazing fish.
On day one?
On day one, you know, and my first marlin ever, and it's been on my bucket list all my life to do this, and I'm just so happy.
How old are you?
10, 11 this year.
10, 11 this year. So how long have you been fishing?
About almost 2 years.
Is this the biggest catch you've had so far?
I think so, yes.
What talk me through it. What was going through your mind when it first got onto the line?
Very tiring.
Opens the ring and says, "Babe, will you marry me?"
Well, part of the buzz today, there was a special catch of the day. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, well, you're right. So one of our teams, 2 ladies, long-term lay girls, they were out there today, and Stephanie Ramu was midway through fighting her billfish when her long-term partner, Mark Bruiser Thomas, I think you spoke to him yesterday, got down on one knee and proposed. Apparently she didn't know whether to go for the ring or for the fish. So absolutely fantastic. So they got catch of the day today, and that's one I don't think he'll be releasing anytime soon.
Oh, sweet. Now, has that ever happened before in the history of the national titles or anywhere else in the world? Mind you?
We were talking about it actually today earlier. We were talking with Bob O'Day, who's been around for a long time, and he said it's the first time he's heard of it. So yeah, I think we've set our own little record here in Lay as well. So super keen fisherman, and good to see that he was getting it done on the boat.
Sweet stuff. Now, just before we wrap it up, your thoughts over the next 9 days of fishing?
Well, look, we've set the bar pretty high, haven't we? As I said, 1 of 2 fish caught today were billfish, so that's awesome. We're coming into a new moon, so everyone says fishing gets better into a new moon, so hopefully we can keep it up. But today, absolutely fantastic. Great result.
Early days as yet, but with a start like this, the tournament has definitely set a high benchmark for itself. It should be interesting to see how the next few days turn out. We'll take our first commercial break. You're watching our special program for the 43rd National Game Fishing Titles right here on EMTV. The morning of day 2 was nice and sunny. Boats left the marina in eager anticipation for the day ahead. And it sure wasn't any disappointment.
Yes, day 2 of the National Fishing Titles here in Leigh. Another absolutely awesome day. The weather cleared up today, so anglers were greeted with sunny skies, and the fishing certainly didn't disappoint. We had 23 boats out on the water today, with a total of 33 captures. Of those 33, 19 of them were billfish, so another absolutely awesome day in terms of the marlin and sailfish still being out there.
Day 3 was a slower start, but the first strike came quick. Although a lesser number of boats made it out as compared to the weekend, the day was already preset to be magical. And as predicted the day before, waters of Tammy Island proved a winner.
Black Label have had a couple of great days up there, and we were certainly very hopeful of the day, but I would, not in my wildest dreams, have expected today. It was just outstanding. It was one of those amazing special days. Yeah, it was pretty good, yeah.
Oh, the 1 in a million day, yeah?
I reckon so, yeah. Yeah, I think, I was super lucky. One, Tammy's just got world-class fishing at the moment. Today was just outstanding. Two, my great mate Daniel is probably one of the best fishermen I know, and he was sort of driving the boat. And fortunately, my dad said to me, like, why don't you take the strikes? And I didn't have to say, I didn't have to ask him twice, or, so I said, why not? So it was a great day, awesome.
Yeah, sweet. Now talk me through the first one when you landed it. What was going through your head at that point?
Oh, I just thought that was awesome. If we can get another 1 or 2, that'd be a great day. And it was good to be on the board at 9:30. And I was just excited then, and never had any anticipation of what was to come. We got the first one. We thought if we get another 2 or 3, that'd just be the best day ever. And suddenly we got another one, and we're still putting the lines back out, and we're hooking up before we even had any line, like 1 or 2 lines out. And we had this great run where we caught a whole heap in a quick succession. I'll never forget this day. It's a great day.
Stand back, stand back, stand back, stand back.
Tammy Island's known for having a big current that comes down from through the Vidias Straits there, so it appears there's a lot of bait fish coming through there, and the fish are hungry. Talking to the boys, they said in the morning we're sort of the smaller fish, but by afternoon the big mamas were cruising around 100, 120 kilo plus fish coming up and smashing the lures. So yeah, it's the place to be. There were 4 boats up there today. We had Witch Doctor, Ocean Dancer, Black Label, and the boys on Drug Runner. Drug Runner came away with 9 billfish today, and Black Label came away with 7, so they were neck and neck all day. I think we're going to find tomorrow it's going to be a car park up there.
Blake, talk to me. What's going through your head right now?
Yeah, it was a pretty good feeling, a new national record, only by less than a kilo, so it was pretty close.
Yeah, so when you hooked it up, what was going through your head?
Yeah, we weren't quite sure what it was yet until it came up and started dancing behind the boat. Then it took about an hour to get to the boat, yeah.
Well, with all that action happening on the 3rd day, again more hype and build up into day 4. Notable inclusion to the boating lineup was Osprey, who was guided to the Leigh Marina by Lil Ben. Betty, you just come in from Moresby.
Yep.
How was the trip?
Long, but we're here, a couple of days, it was a good run. Weather was good, a couple of little headaches, but we got through them.
Hey, you drove it like you stole it.
No, there's no other way.
Now,
do you know the owner? I don't know, I found a set of keys.
Oh yeah, you just walked up and just took the boat and said, let's go to Leigh.
That's it. No, our boat broke down a couple of hours after we left Moresby. So, yeah, generosity of another fellow game fisherman threw us the keys to this, and here we are.
Day 4 of the tournament began in what so far has been classed as a normal day of comp, great weather and high spirits. 18 boats made tracks out of the harbour and onto a future shared by all. A good day of tags and maybe, just maybe, landing the big catch.
Yeah, quite special. I mean, I haven't fished much for about 6 months now, so it's quite good. It's my first hookup today on a new boat as well. So basically quite excited. We've put blood on the boat and caught a fish. Look, I would have preferred to tag it, but anyway, it came up a bit soft, so we took it on board and brought it in and waited. So yeah, but anyway, it's great. We'll donate it to the hospital.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. You're watching our special program for the 43rd National Game Fishing Titles here in Lae Morbe Province. Stick with us. We'll bring to you more highlights right after the break. Welcome back. You're watching our special program bringing to you all the highlights of the 43rd National Game Fishing Titles here in Lae Morbe Province. Now, during the course of this tournament, another is also run within the same time. A tournament within a tournament, so to speak. A standalone competition with a lucrative pot of gold at the end of the fishing line. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you the Trukai Billfish Shootout 2018. Now, traditionally, the eve of the Billfish Shootout begins proceedings for the coming day. The night is christened as Calcutta. With such high stakes and a lot of money and pride on the line, the boats head out and line up and get themselves prepared. Well, without a doubt, Temi Island was destination central for the very large majority of the boats on the water. With choppy weather and slightly rough seas, the larger boats were able to make plow through while the smaller craft maneuvered around. Nerves ran high as the radio crackled.
Hope that ocean had the satisfaction like this.
And Temi Island had very heavy traffic as boats trawled in circles looking for that strike.
Get the gear in!
Turn the chair, turn the chair. Okay, you winning line?
Okay, that's right.
He's on the surface.
Ready? Are you ready? Nice and easy.
Sorry, mate. Oh, look, hang on.
Ready, tap in. Gaps in. Watch out, don't wrap it around you. Just pull the rope, Watch yourself, guys.
Louis?
The day continued, with the Amnow crew certain they had caught a contender. Tsunami also looked certain to take out the comp with their weigh-in. But the night belonged to Osprey, bringing it in with 2 fish, with winning honors bestowed on Peter Nick, a first-time angler, and Patrick Cito, a long-time legend who came in 2nd place. Talk to me, what was going through your head as you were reeling it in?
Well, not much. It was the first time on the game fishing rod, so I really had no idea what I was doing. I was lucky Uncle Patrick over there pulled in the first one, so I literally learned everything I knew about an hour before I pulled it in, so it was a great day for me. I learned a lot, and a bit of a shock when we actually got the biggest fish of the day as well, so that was always good. But yeah, it was a hard an hour on the reel, so yeah, it was hard out.
We thought we'd let the other guys weigh in first and we'd keep everybody in suspense for as long as we could, but yes, we nearly did it.
Yeah. But like you say, that's fishing, yeah?
Yeah, it sure is. We've been at this for a long time. I was there on the very first national Titus in Rabaul a long time ago, and I've participated in more than any other angler from anywhere. And yes, we've come close a few times and we've won a few times, but that's fishing.
The Trukai Billfish Shootout featured also for the very first time in its history its first ever all-female team. Meet the Lady Crusaders. Now they aren't just pretty on the eyes. These ladies almost had the comp in their hands had it not been for a stroke of bad luck. Do you see yourself also sponsoring further competitions, especially for the game fishing?
Yes, I guess Trukai will still go ahead despite all the ups and downs with now the crisis for money side of it. But I think Trukai is here to stay, and looking at the big way, Trukai is here to stay, and will still continue to sponsor the events like this.
I'd also like to thank Trukai for their ongoing sponsorship. It was the Trukai Billfish Shootout today, so a big thank you to Trukai and their team for all the effort they put in today. Thank you.
Well, Keith Kingston summed it up pretty well. That's fishing for you. We'll take a quick break at this point. Stay with us because very shortly we bring to you the highlights of day 6 and day 7. Welcome back. Now we're halfway through the 43rd National Game Fishing Titles, and I can honestly say at this point no one could have predicted the type of stats and numbers recording concluding each day. It's just off the hook. Now day 6 and 7, the Easter long weekend, well, it looks like it might prove that we can still pull out some more surprises.
Day 6, we had a great sponsor, Fleet Track, Lindsay Swanson. At the start of the tournament, he came to us with a proposal to put a tracker on each boat that was fishing. So we registered 30 boats on the Friday, the briefing night. Lindsay put 30 trackers on the boat. So what that does during the day, and I'm sure you've seen the footage during the day, that all the boats that are out fishing, the people that come here for lunch at the yacht club, they can have a look, be part of the tournament, see where all the boats are. He puts a score up for each boat, which updates every 2 hours with the skids. But every 15 minutes, it's a direct satellite track, and it picks up every boat. So it's good that all the boats are out there, a part of the competition normally. But now we've got the visitors, the people that come to the yacht club during the day to be part of it. It's a great incentive. On top of that, it backs up as a safety tracker. So if someone does break down, we know exactly where they last were, I guess in the last 15 minutes.
After 5 days of all-out gunning, and especially the Trukai Billfish Shootout, there were a few more boats to hit the water and few more teams and people who traveled in and were there to see the Easter long weekend through.
The anglers that have arrived, they still want to be part of they still want to get up on the podium on Sunday night. So if you talk to them, they're excited. They've heard about all the fish. So they're out basically Saturday, and then Sunday's their last day of fishing.
The day had the slowest start all tournament, yet when it started, the numbers just kept coming. And to top it off, Marissa Howden found her 10 kg line hooked in what would eventually crown the day's event.
Manu said 89, and we have 89.
It's pretty exciting. I wasn't expecting to break any records or anything. Just went out there hoping to catch a few fish, maybe score a few points. But no, it's certainly very exciting to be a record holder.
Sophia Higgy. We are en route to Charlie 8 and we're cruising 14 knots.
Well, day 7 saw 23 boats hit the water and hit it running. Again, the lure of the magic at Tammy Island saw again a large majority of fishing being done in the area.
We want that one. Nice one. Wind yours out of the way. Tags, tag somebody.
Yeah, we're hooked up to another header there.
That's exactly what happened.
Thanks,
Grab him straight away, Paul, once he's tagged. Tag in. Don't let go. Yes! Woo! Hang on, man! Keep hanging on to that rod until it's off. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Woo-hoo-hoo! Well done! Hey! Well done! Tagging, bro. Yeah.
Fucking it's not like that at all.
Oh, good, well done. Yeah.
Yeah!
Who's on it? Cameron. We gone? That's gone, that's good.
That was a backflip.
By the close of the afternoon, it was already looking to be another day that blended with the others before it, matching and bettering the stats coming through to be recorded.
We had 47 marlin strikes today, 33 hookups, but there was only 12 tagged and three landed. And the reason for that is, like I said, they're fishing lighter line, smaller line. So it's game fishing. The smaller the line, the bigger the challenge, the more points, but obviously it's harder to bring a billfish in. So that's what's happened.
Wow. The game fishing titles so far have been a compelling keg of great stories that will no doubt go down in the tournament's history as some of the best ever. Will the remaining days be good to the new anglers that have joined, or shall fate have a different card to deal? We'll find out very, very shortly. You're watching our special program for the 43rd National Game Fishing Titles right here on EMTV. Welcome back. Well, the Easter weekend here in Lae saw a few more boats register and 1 or 2 more anglers join the competition. We'll take a look at the final 2 days of this tournament, and from where I'm standing right here, I think things are just starting to heat up. But I'll let you decide.
Saturday, 31st, the break of dawn. Day 8 of the titles have begun and everyone is gearing up again and head out to their boats, keen to make that special one count.
Early start, so I'll have some sleep first. For all the energy later on.
The tournament is almost done, but that doesn't mean the fishing isn't. Boats and their crew head out again to make those numbers count in what is already unbelievable statistics.
You got 2 minutes! Otherwise, every 2 minutes there'll be another one. Serious. Tag.
Well done.
Can I get a photo? He's pretty solid. He's about 100.
Well done, knackers. Well done, fellas. We're on the board. Oh, my video wasn't recording again.
The final day of competition has come. It is into the final hours before presentation night, and we find out who comes out as the top chain fisher and fishing crew of this tournament. Witch Doctor is amongst the many that take to the open waters, and on board Marissa Howden, who is looking forward to the possibility of bettering her record set 2 days earlier.
Final day today. Beautiful day in the Huon Gulf. Sun shining. Perfect weather. Let's see if we can catch some fish. We busted off a couple, but we're hooked up at the moment.
Lucky.
Well, the final day is cut short by an hour with lines in at about 5 p.m, but many a boat decided to make it in early. Regardless though, there were still a few more fish that got tagged. And 3 that came in to be weighed.
Is this your first time to come to PNG?
First time.
Oh, and also a first time with the fish too, eh?
Yeah, first time catching a marlin.
You caught other fish before, yeah?
Yeah, I caught other fishes, but today was my first time catching a bluefin marlin, a blue marlin. Beautiful.
I would like to thank Joanne and Wayne Baker on Crusader. I think Wayne did a really excellent job for me to actually land at marlin, and he was so supportive, him and his wife, yeah. So I'd like to give a big thank you to them. Yeah.
It was your first time ever out on a boat fishing?
Definitely. Back home in Jamaica, I never did it. I came here to Papua New Guinea. It's my first time, and in Lae, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a whole lot.
How many times have you been out on the boat so far?
I went out today, my first day, so it was new for me. And unfortunately, I didn't catch anything. I had 3 strikes, but they all got away. But I had great fun with a great team.
It's been terrific. It's wonderful for SP. It's the first time that we've been one of the major sponsors.
We love coming here to lay. It's for me, it's like coming home. I've lived here for 4 years, and I've spent another four and a half years in Moresby. It's a terrific event, and we're really proud to be a major sponsor.
Well, we've been associated with the game fishing as a family, and typically one of the fuel companies sponsors this event. So Mobil was sponsoring it a few years ago, and we were partnering with them, and then they dropped it off, and now we're taking it up in our own right. We've grown bigger, and we saw an opportunity to step in. We were invited actually by the PNG Game Fishing Association to sponsor, and we jumped at the opportunity because it fits right into our, there's a decision makers here, and we're able to showcase our service. We've increased the fuel rate going into these game boats, and we deal with a lot of business owners here, and also we're giving back something to the community.
We're part of the platinum sponsors for the game fishing. So what we do is we provide search and rescue for the boats who get lost at sea. But unfortunately, Fortunately, no boats have gotten lost at sea, so that's good. And we also provide, as part of our sponsorship, we provide 50-minute flights around Lae for the other platinum sponsors to make them feel a part of their game fishings.
But we've had great support, as I mentioned. The Manalos Aviation, they started the free flights for all our platinum sponsors today, which was great. So we'd like to thank Jürgen Rue for that and Manalos. All the platinum sponsors really enjoyed it. Islands Petroleum, they were our host this evening. They brought the Booker dancers in. So a lot of our visitors, we have a lot of visitors from overseas. They actually enjoyed it. They got up and danced with them as you saw today. So the atmosphere is still there, even though there's 2 days left. One more big night, and then obviously the presentation on Sunday.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost at the end of our highlights for the 43rd National Game Fishing title. Stay with us, because straight after the break, we bring to you presentation night. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's been a wonderful week here at the Lae Yacht Club. And well, we're here at the presentation night, the night of nights for the 43rd National Game Fishing titles, and we'll give you an exclusive look inside. Come on, follow me. We're going this way.
Preparations began early in the day and into the afternoon, with volunteers and committee turning the clubhouse into a very lovely scene befitting an already wonderful tournament.
Tonight is presentation night for the 43rd National Game Fishing titles. And what a week it was. I think we'd all agree that was some of the best fishing that we've seen in a long time.
Well, the Night of Nights had everything an event like this is supposed to. Great food, a stream of arriving guests, and let's not forget the gleaming prizes and, of course, A-class entertainment.
I love you so.
To the Lae Game Fishing Club Committee, nothing works in isolation, and everyone pulls together. Some are in operations, some are counting the money, some are doing the organising. However, as a team, you've come together very well, and you need nothing but credit and recognition for the effort you put in, not for the last 9 days, but probably the last 12 months. So thank you to the Lae Game Fishing Club.
And finally, awards presentation.
All right, we're going to get into presentation. So we're going to run it through the categories. We're going to start with Wade, then we're going to move into Tagged, and then we're going to move into Champion Anglers. We're going to start via line class. We're going to run from ultralight through to heavy, juniors, and then the individuals in each of those categories. And the highest point scoring team, surprise, surprise, was Drug Runner 1, made up of Angus King, Daniel King, Steve Lindemann, and Hubba Bill. The highest point scoring winning angler on Light Wade was Hilma Wong with 1,788 points with that fantastic marlin on 8. Well done, Hilma. The team of Ocean Dancer 2 of Hilma and Gary Wong took out highest point scoring team, Light Wade. So our runner-up medium angler on Wade is Marissa Howden. Well done, Marissa. 1,333 points with that fantastic marlin. And the highest point scoring team was Ocean Dancer 1, Godfrey Wong, Brendan Wells, and Albert Wattingi. and he is runner-up angler, Heavy Wade. So well done to Mike's Brunskill. Easy 2 took out the highest point scoring team, Heavy, with a total of 760 points. And this year, the overall Wade Junior runner-up team goes to Finn Hunter Juniors of Ashley Pelgan and Taya Hickey. With a pending national junior record was the Seahawk Juniors of Blake Hickey, Finn Byrne and Matt Kenwood. The heaviest gamefish Wade, which also attracted a 5,000 kina additional prize from New Guinea Electrical, went to Daniel King this year with a 7.7 kilo mackerel. So well done, Daniel. It was heaviest marlin Wade, and that went to Kevin Bull with a marlin weighing 121.7 kilos. Now Kevin's not here tonight, and the highest point scorer angler tagged this year with 200 points was a Hubba Bill. The highest point scoring team this year was Drug Runner 1, the highest point scoring team tagged on ultralight. Here on light tagged was Priscilla Anderson. It's a traumatic experience that still lives with me to this day. The abuse and the tirade of violence that I was subjected to that day is something like nothing else. One of the key words that I got given that day was whined. The others I can't really repeat here because there's children. But it gives me great privilege to ask Stan to please present this next prize category as a little bit of a back at ya. And Stan, if you could read out highest point scoring angler light, please.
Highest point scoring angler light, a complete punter that's come a long way, Discount Dane Quail.
The medium runner-up angler on 3,200 points, Lucas Cito from Black Label 1. On medium tag, individual angler this year with 3,250 points from the Highland Cockfighters, Stan Lay. And the winner on highest point scoring angler tagged on 24 with 7,030 points this year was Lachlan Cito. Highest point scoring team overall this year with a massive 3,575 on junior tagged was Thomas King, Henry King and Matthias Pelgan. On Drug Runner Juniors too. The boys caught everything. There was marlin, there was pelagics. They had an absolutely fantastic 2 days on the water. The most billfish tagged this year, proudly sponsored by Shimano, with a whopping 10 marlin over 2 days, was Lachlan Cito. Well done, Lockie. Man fresh back to lay after a short sabbatical was Chris Sadgrove with 5 different species tagged over his 2 days. Number of ladies teams out on the water, which was fantastic to see. It was actually taken out in the end by the ladies on Seahawk with 2,655 points. Overseas angler Wade, fishing the last 2 days on Ocean Dancer, was Omar Saidi with a pending women's record. Marissa Howden with 1,033 points. All right, we're going to move into champion boat Wade and tag. And both of these categories are proudly sponsored by Islands Petroleum, so if I could ask for someone from Islands Petroleum to come forward. Awesome haul on light line. And a couple of marlin in there too with the boys off Drug Runner. 8,275 points.
At the end of everything, how are you feeling?
Good actually, very good. I guess just more than happy that the tournament was successful. Everyone's obviously had a good time and a lot of marlin caught. 3 good recipes, good weather for fishing, so very happy.
You know, we spoke to you on day one. You were optimistic about the tournament itself, but did you have any idea it would turn out the way it has?
No, not really. We were confident to get probably 250 people, just under probably 300 anglers, we were hoping. We got 328 at the end. As all fishing people do, we hope to catch a lot of fish and big fish, and 338 marlin strikes, 178 tag, 22 weight incredible numbers. I don't think anywhere in PNG's had those numbers previously for any national titles. So record numbers, 34 boats that were registered. Everybody walked away happy. I haven't spoken to one person that has had something, I guess, negative to say or about the tournament. And at the end of the day, as long as the fish are on and the people are happy, it's going to be a great tournament. There's a good recipe for a great tournament.
The night ended on a great high and again a fitting way to salute a great all-round event from start to finish.
Tell me, how has this tournament been from you as the president overall for Papua New Guinea?
Oh, look, I couldn't have asked for more. The team in Lae have responded really well. The fish have been absolutely superb. The weather's been good and everyone's had a great time. No disputes. Everyone's had smiley faces. Maybe a little bit too much SP, but overall a tremendous result, and we look forward to Port Moresby next year.
Well, all good things must come to an end, and unfortunately so does this show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure to bring to you the highlights of the 43rd National Game Fishing Titles in Lae Morbe Province. Next year's titles will be held here in Port Moresby. And speaking of which, we caught up with the Port Moresby Game Fishing Club Tournament Director, Matthew, and this is what he had to say.
Oh, it's going off the chart. They've had an absolutely cracker tournament. Yeah, they really put it on, and it shows what PNG has to offer. Hopefully we can turn it on like they have done here in Moresby.
Well, that's a wrap. On behalf of me and my crew, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and keep your channel locked onto EMTV, your #1 to watch.